Hi, Joe. How are you, darling? You good? I thought I would do a few little lives, seeing as I've got a little bit of time. I thought I'll start doing a few lives to try and get the algorithm boosted up over on the page a little bit. Um, I'm trying to reach a bit of um, a different path, if you know what I mean. Hence the reason I haven't been sharing this sports channel over on the other, the other side. The other side, because I'm trying to get away from it. So yeah, I'm good. Hope you're good. Yeah, not too bad. It's bloody freezing. It's so cold today. Um, I've been out, done a load of shopping, done a load of washing, cleaning, been over to my mum's. I've done loads this morning. Pretty much normal for me though, every day. Um, what was I going to say? I was going to say something else. Hello, Ebenezer Red Splat. How are you, darling? You good? We're over here now, darling. I don't think it's reaching at the moment because I haven't really done any lives on here. So and the algorithm, it needs a little bit of growth. So yes, the only way I can do that is by doing lives. But yeah, we'll be over here from now on in. I've officially upped and fled the cesspit. I've I've packed my bags. I did an overnight, where what's it called when they say that you like do a runner overnight? I didn't have a chance to pack all my footballs and trophies and everything already in time for the World Cup in June. Please, you're all good, darling. Hi, Joe. How are you, darling? You good? So we're going to have nice peace here. It's going to be nice and peaceful and chilled, back to a little bit of normality. So I'm going to keep it like this as well. There's so much. I'm not going to lie to you. There is so much that I would like to say. It's lucky I'm not drinking, isn't it? It's lucky I'm not drinking anymore. But yes, there's so much I'd like to say, but so little I'm going to. We're going to keep it nice and chilled and calm. And yeah, there's a lot of work to do. I've got so much to do. Um, I'm still sorting out all the merch, still sorting out this studio as well, because I'm literally turning my craft room. I've got that big craft room. I'm turning that. It's still going to be my craft. I'm still going to craft in there, obviously, but I'm also turning part of it into an actual studio. So I'm trying to get everything all set up, like backdrops for for when we cover the World Cup. So I'm trying to get I don't know what I'm going to do, but the backdrops I need better backdrops. I did want to get a television put up there, but the problem is you can't stream the football. You can sit and listen to it in the background and watch it, but you can't actually stream it. So I'm finding ways of getting around it. I was actually speaking to my son, because he's really quite clever, seeing whether there was any way that you can set up an AI type, like where it's cartoony, like AI cartoony, but set up something where it's a replica of the football, but not the actual football. See what I mean? So we're working on that one. That one we're working on. That might take a little while, I think, as well, knowing, because I don't know if anybody remembers, actually. I was talking to Pads about this the other day. It was do you remember when he did that? It was really clever. I don't think anybody else has done it, actually. But he set up a sort of like, it was an AI of him but talking in a studio. I don't know if anyone remembers that, but it takes so much work to do it. So it's kind of like that, but doing it with football. But we're working on it. we're in the back cave working on it. I'm good, thanks. How's you? Hope your mum's keeping well. So busy with my mum, Joe. Yeah, really, really full on busy with mum. So um better than it was. I've had a couple of months. Christmas was quite hectic. Christmas was really hectic, but they have taken her off of a set of medication, and she's now on different medication, and it's much better. Touch wood, touch everything, like one of those ones. It's much, much better than it was before. So yes, it's just getting back into a routine and back into a pattern, for her. So yeah, it's not too bad, progressing, it's unfortunately, I don't know if, people know, like with dementia and stuff, it is pretty much, it's, what do you call it? Where you get like so long to live. That's really what it is. And it's stages, isn't it? And you're in, and they go to different stages. So yeah, it's gradually going down, but trying to keep it all above water type thing. But yeah, is what it is. But yeah, she's not too bad. Much better in a much better pattern now than we were before Christmas. So hopefully that will continue throughout the rest of the year. Well, I'm hoping it will. That's good. She's on new meds. That's it. But yeah, it's so much better, Joe. It really is. But yeah, we get there. It's I think you find as well with dementia, it's always one thing. You're always like, I mean, for instance, like safeguarding. Safeguarding never ends, does it? I mean, you're constantly safeguarding. With dementia, a new pattern of behavior will emerge, and then you have to change things surrounding that pattern of behavior, and it kind of goes on and on and on, really. So yeah, but yeah, she's okay. She's not too bad. It's a full on, this is why I don't get time to come on where I used to come on. Do you remember I used to come in and do coffee mornings every day? I just I don't get to do that anymore because I'm pretty much over at my mum's sort of like 2-3 times a day. And also, I can be over there for quite a long time as well, for long periods. It depends really. It's one of those ones where it's never really, it's quite up and down. Do you know what I mean? So if they need you one day, they might need you more than other days. But yeah, she's much more rested, much more rested than she was. My mum and dad both had dementia. It's the worst thing ever. And no, it's awful, isn't it, Joe? It really is awful. It's a horrible illness. They have found a cure for what's it called? It's a form of dementia. They have actually found a cure for it, but at the moment it is so expensive. I mean, it won't be available on the NHS. I wouldn't have thought for another decade. It's that expensive, like it's millions. But they have actually found a cure. Well, what it is if they can detect any sort of dementia within the brain earlier on, like, much earlier on, sort of if you're in your like 50s, 60s, then there's a medication that they can give you. What it actually does, it doesn't completely cure it, but the medication can clear it up for sort of 20-30 years. So in effect, it is like it's curable because the likelihood, once if they've traced it, if you're like 60, and they can give you a tablet in your 60s to stop it, then that gives you 30 years. Technically they've cured it because there's not many people that live beyond 90. There's a few, but not many really. Hi Big Nuts, how are you, darling? You good? Yeah, we're over here on the sports channel. You've seen my merch. Hang on, the merch went out yesterday. In fact, I need to sort out that other thing. You've seen what do you think of my merch? Big Nuts. Baseball caps. I'm going through the merch and everything, and then it's a bit I can't take the drone out at the moment because the weather is horrendous. It's cold, it's windy, it's raining, so it's no good for drone weather, but it shouldn't be too bad. I'm going to start doing some filming. I've got some locations we're going to, um, and I'm going to start doing some filming, hopefully coming up to Easter, because you get some really decent weather around Easter. So that's when I'm going to start doing drone footage and stuff. So yeah, lots planned. Lots and lots planned. I look after my nan through it. My mum has recently been diagnosed. Oh no, Joe. Oh, I'm sorry, darling. Oh, that's really, it's so difficult. I remember when mum got diagnosed, that's been gone 4 years. So it was about 3 years ago, but they actually knew she had it the year before, so 4 years. But they tend not to diagnose straight away. So they had the scan. You can clearly see the centimeter, break between the skull and the actual the brain itself. That's how they know. But they need to obviously make sure that they've got it right and not wrong. So they tend not to diagnose for a year, and then obviously you can see if there's a deterioration or not. And my mum, she was definitely, now I look at it, I didn't know at the time, but now I look back on it, there were signs there. That would have been amazing. Yeah, it's going to be great for the next generation. Yeah, be brilliant. I hope so. It's very, very, I mean, they only just publicized it, I think, about 4 or 5 months ago. So, it's a really, really fresh, it's a fresh, fresh thing. So yeah. Hi, Summer. How are you, darling? You good? So yeah, next generation will be okay with it, but yeah, this generation at the moment is not good for them, really, is it? But yeah, it's hard. I don't know if anybody else out there is a carer as well who cares, but it's hard. It has its real tough times. I don't it you go through tough times, really, and it's more finding the right medication, that medication being okay. Then, after, sort of 6 months to a year, that medication changes, and then, you have to change and change and change and change. It's so difficult, to the point where you get, this is it, where they're like, right, they're on the max medication, there is nothing more we can give them. And we're nearly at that stage. There's a tiny little bit of leeway where they can increase a medication for her during the day, but we're leaving it until absolutely necessary. And then after that's it. There isn't any more that, with regards to medication, there's nothing more they can do after this. So yeah, we're getting there, unfortunately, but she's good. She's okay. She's not too bad, as well as can be expected. She's at the constantly repeating herself stage. Oh, she really, bless her. She will call me at 4, ask me how long before I get there to take her shopping. My mum's at the stage now, unfortunately, of, so I'll tell you this, you'll laugh at this, Joe. So, this was about a week ago. I took her, I had the tree up. So I always put a Christmas tree up there. I don't put lights on or anything, but I always, I've been putting a Christmas tree up there every year. And anyways, the Christmas tree was up there, and there was a load of my son's presents that he'd left over there. So I tied it up. So I was tidying up everything, sorting it all out, took the tree down, but the box for the tree was downstairs in the bloody storage cupboard. So I had to put the tree behind this chair, so it's out the way, so there's no trips or falls. You have to make sure everything's all out the way so they can't get to it. So I put the tree behind the chair, and I said, look, I'm going to have to leave it there, Mum, because the box is downstairs. So anyways, in between then, I had quite a hectic few days in between that time, so it wasn't bothering anybody, obviously her, because she was looking at it, but it wasn't like in the way or anything. Anyways, I went round there. This was a few days back. I went round there, and she said to me, oh, I'm really fed up. And I was like, why? And she said, well, this woman came round and she did all this and she did all that, because she can't say this is the tree and she took this down, and she did all this and she did all that and took away that and did this, and look what she's done. She's left it there. And she was talking about me. So basically sort of slagging me off, really. And not really. And I said, yes, mum, yeah, that was me who did that. She went, oh, like shock horror. She was like so shock horrored that she just slagged me off to me. I was like, yes, that was me, mum. And then when I had to explain to her why, she was like, oh, I remember now. Yes, I remember now. So we're kind of at that stage where she doesn't, she's forgotten what's happened during the day, or do you know what I mean? She remembers, she just doesn't remember who it was that was there. Like she'll say, oh, the woman, or this woman's supposed to be coming over later on. She says that a lot. This woman's coming over later on. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. I'm the woman now. So yeah, it's tough, isn't it? It's terribly hard trying to be as normal as ever, then seeing how they deteriorate. It is. It's exhausting. I think. I mean, the repetitiveness. Yeah, that is constant. Repetitiveness is difficult to deal with. I don't. It's funny. I don't. I don't find some people really find it that they don't remember who you are upsetting. I know some people really find that upsetting. I don't actually. I don't. I don't find that upsetting as such, because I kind of, you look at the illness for what it is, and you think, well, it is what it is, and there's nothing you can do about it. But it's the repetitiveness that, constant repeat, that I find difficult. The psychosis I find difficult sometimes to deal with. Not so much. It's different with psychosis, when if they were sitting there saying, "Oh, look at the tiger over there. There's a tiger over there." Do you know what I mean? You could sit there and go, "Oh, is there? Oh, that's nice." Do you know what I mean? You can if it's something that they're seeing that's not a problem, then you can go with it. But it's when they have the bad psychosis, I find that really difficult to deal with. Um, things, the illogical thoughts that are just so ludicrous. Nobody would, you would only think these things if you were psychotic. I find that difficult to deal with, you know, especially when it's at its worst, because it's almost like, in some ways, it's almost like bipolar manic episodes, because it can go up and down, and one week they can be absolutely fine, and then the next week they're just not. So yeah, it's really difficult. It is. It's a real tough job. And yeah, I think, Joe, you said you had two parents. I was the same. My dad had he had Parkinson's with Lewy body dementia, and that is, yeah, that's awful. It's really bad. But I think in general, any dementia. My mum has got Alzheimer's with Lewy bodies, so it's a real horrible, aggressive form of dementia, and it's okay when they're having those good times. When they're going through those periods of having good times, it's great. But then when they go through the bad periods, you just think, oh God, what kind of quality of life is this? It's no good, especially when they can only do so much, medication wise. Yeah, I have the same conversation up to 12 times a day. I know it is draining. Yeah. And my mum will say the same things like when I'm over there and like, I'm doing whatever, if I'm doing her lunch or I'm, making something, she keeps coming out and going, "Can I help you? Can I help you?" And you're like, "No, it's okay." And she'll do that like 6 to 8 times easily every time. I get every time, and you're like, "No, no, it's okay. No, I don't need any help." And then after sort of like this, well, after about the fourth, fifth time, to be honest with you, you get to the point where you're like, "No," you're trying really hard not to go, "Oh, just leave me alone." But yeah, it's difficult. And I'll tell you what though, actually, I've been watching this woman. She's brilliant. I can't remember. Do you know what? I think I'll share the channel because she's brilliant. She's a American woman, and she does all these different talks and different things on dementia and dealing with dementia and telling you what things mean. Like for instance, I didn't know this, but um my mum does this, wrapping things in tissue. I don't know if you're in the same boat with the dementia where they're hiding things, but they're not. My mum's not quite actually hiding them. My mum's originally she was doing it because she wanted to keep things safe, and she was hiding her keys, her house keys, and then but it got to the point where just it was ridiculous every single day. I don't know where my keys are. I don't know where my keys are. I mean, that was just constant. And I was just like, "Look, you don't need your keys anyway, mum." I was like, "You're not going anywhere, so you don't need them." But wrapping things up in tissue and tearing tissues, which is what they do. My mum had, yeah, it's awful, isn't it? Lewy body dementia. It's terrible. Um, Tearing tissues and wrapping things in tissues apparently is a way where they do that to regulate their anxiety. So if they've got any kind of anxiety at all, that's that the tearing of the tissues and wrapping things up and putting things, it's a way that they're doing it to regulate their behavior. So she talks all about things like that, all different things, and she's brilliant. I might have to put that out because it's a really good channel, and you can I don't know if she does lives. I think she just literally posts videos, but she also tells you how to deal with things, and if you need help with certain things um like activities and things like that. I'll tell you what's really good. These you can get these sort of fake looking animals like cats and stuff, and dogs, fake cats and dogs. I bought mum a breathing one, one that has a battery in it, and you put a battery in it and it actually breathes. So it looks like it's sleeping, it breathes, but it doesn't look real really, but I guess to a dementia patient it probably does. But yeah, you put battery in it and it just sits. You can sit it on the end of the bed and it looks like it's breathing. And funnily enough, as strangely enough, I got that from this woman on YouTube, and it's actually worked. For some reason, it does give them comfort. Well, my mum finds comfort in it, and obviously she can't have a real cat or real dog because she wouldn't be able to look after it. But yeah, there's lots of different things that you can do that help them, and like all different activities, like crafting helps. Crafting's good. My mum hides her medication, so we've taken it from her. I've had to take it round when needed. Yeah, well, Joe, I've been giving my mum her medication for the last 3 years because she couldn't do it. So yeah, for the last 3 years, I've been going back and forth, giving her a medication every day. So I'm minimum there 2 times a day. That's minimum. Minimum is 2 times a day, but a lot of the time it can be 3 times a day. But yeah, medication had to come out a long time ago. So yeah, tissue was the bane of my life. I know, it's terrible, isn't it? Tissues. Who knew? This is what I mean. She's really good, this other woman on this channel. because it's apparently it's a thing that dementia patients do. It's all tissues, and they go through so many tissues. I couldn't understand why my mum was going through so many tissues. I was buying her like 2 boxes a week. I'm thinking, what are you doing with these tissues? I mean, she was blowing her nose a lot, but I mean, I couldn't understand. But she was using tissues to wipe dishes, and even though there was tea towels there, she uses tissues, and then she tears them up, cuts them up into little tiny bits to use them. Oh, it's the tissue thing's mad. My mum has an obsession with milk at the minute. The fridge is full. Well, I had to listen to this. I had to. We haven't got a fridge in her place anymore. I've had to put it in her. She's got like a wash. She's got her own little washroom, and there's a fridge in there. So we have to use the fridge down there because she kept turning the fridge off. Who knew? Every single time she just kept. You couldn't tell her because it's the light in the fridge, isn't it? So you've got the light when you open it up and the light comes on, but she doesn't realize when you close it, it goes off. So there's so many I can't tell you how many loads of food that we had to throw out, to the point where I was like, we might as well just switch this off and just use the one downstairs instead. So yeah, we've switched that off because we just went through too much food, and it's a fridge freezer as well. So once you turn the top off, the whole lot goes off. So yeah, we had to stop there on that one. Well, do you know what? I was going to go down the road of a baby doll because they said that as well. They said that apparently, baby dolls are really good for them, but I don't think she's quite at that stage yet. Like, I think I've just got away with the cat things. She knows they're not real. Do you know what I mean? She's not at that stage yet where she thinks they're real. But I don't when you give I don't know what kind of meds that your mums are all on that, but when I give my mum her medication, there's a bit between when she's taking it and before she goes to sleep where she's not quite there. It's just as they go into it's just them taking the medication as they're going into sleep, so they're not quite there. Probably at that point you could put the cat on her lap and go, look, stroke the cat, and she would think it was a cat 100%. But I mean, during the day, no, she knows it's not a real cat. But I was thinking about that. Hello, Smoke Chill. I don't even know who Smoke Chill is. I don't even talk to my mum. You don't talk to your mum, Smoke Chill. Smoke Chill 420. So yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure she's quite at the stage of that, but yeah, she loves animals. She absolutely loves animals. I was going to see if I could take her to like they have these cafes that have cats, and like they have cat cafes. I don't know if you have them down your way, but they do here. I was going to take her like maybe to one of these cat cafe things because she loves animals. The stories I could tell you, people would think I'd lost it. I know. Do you know what, Joe? It is. I think lots of people don't talk about dementia a lot, really, because of how crazy it is, and all the things that you do. But if people don't talk about it, then people wouldn't know what to do and how to help people. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's um it's definitely very draining. I know that. There's some days where it can be really draining. I found messages on my phone my mum gave me, basically messages calling me names, so I don't talk to her anymore. Where were they? On a phone your mum gave you. Why would your mum be calling you names? Good afternoon, Sarah love. Good to see you. I hope you and yours. Yeah, you too, Scottish and proud. Yeah, not too bad. It's been a hectic year already, I'm not gonna lie. It's yeah. Actually, December was quite hectic. Mm. Older parents get the more toxic. The older parents get, the more toxic they get. Oh, I see what you mean. Like the older they are, the more toxic they get. Do you think that? I don't know. I don't know about that. I suppose it depends, really. There's some people that are fortunate enough to live their life and they don't get dementia. Do you know what I mean? Um, both my parents have ended up with dementia, two different types, but I can tell you, even from both of the different types of dementia, they're no good. Either of them are, none of them are good. I think they're all pretty much the same, same kind of things. It just depends whether they end up with psychosis or not. Um, Hi, Summer. Hi, Grinch. How are you, darling? You good? We're having a nice chilled out. I'm chilled out over here. We're on the chill out. I should call it the chill out room, not really the sports channel. You see my merch, Nate? Hang on. Let's show Nathan my merch. He'll laugh. What do you reckon to that? The baseball cap's pretty good. I love the mug. 99 problems. I have a nasty two-faced family that likes to talk about me behind my back. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. My mum had it 10 years. Oh, God. Oh, bless her. 10 years before she passed. Dad was only 4 years before he. Well, my dad was diagnosed with Parkinson's, and I can't remember from diagnosis to when he passed away how long it was, but his worst part was over COVID. I didn't quite know what was, too much of what was going on because it was COVID, and my son was a lot younger then. And because I was classed as vulnerable, we couldn't go round there. I certainly couldn't take my son round there. So there was a lot of time I didn't see my dad for that period. But from when he really got ill, when he actually really wasn't well, and he was started to, the falls started coming because with Parkinson's, they fall over all the time. And when those falls started coming, that was when he deteriorated, and it was like 8 months. It was very quick. Sorry, I'm broke. Oh, I wasn't selling it, Nathan. I wasn't selling it to you. I just wanted to show you my merch. We haven't started plugging the merch yet. This is just, the start of the merch. I've got loads of merch. Like loads of merch. It's when we really start kicking things in here. I've got so much to do. I'm over here 6 months before I was expected to be. I wasn't going to be over here until June, but my channel got completely mass reported. So there's no point in having it anymore. It's just completely it's gone. It's a waste of time. You can't use it. It's absolutely been wrecked, my poor channel. Struck and all that malarkey. So yes, we're over here 6 months earlier, but I'm very unprepared. So, but I can tell you that drone filming will be starting in Easter. So I haven't even with that, I'm that unprepared for it. I haven't even got like intro music. I've got to get music sorted out. Oh, it's terrible. My mum is nothing but a cheat anyway. She cheated on my dad when I was 10 years old. Oh, that's a shame. Words can't express how much I can't stay. Yeah, I think I kind of get that, Smoke. I guess we can't all get on with family members, can we? My favorite merch is the cap. It's lovely. Do you like the baseball cap? Well, I want to get embroidered ones. At the moment, they're just printed. I want to get embroidered ones. There's a couple of companies that I've had a look at to get embroidered ones done, but they're not cheap. They're actually quite expensive having embroidered ones. Someone struck your other channel, indeed. It was getting mass reported. Nath. It was getting completely and utterly mass reported. So, it's funny actually because I wondered why. I knew it was because it actually started way before Christmas. And I could tell because the views, you can always tell when people are mass reporting it before you even get anything through, because the views don't out the outreach slows down. So I kind of could tell right from the get-go that it was being mass reported because the outreach just completely went down. So yeah, and then boom, big mass reporting and a strike. But I think there was a couple of sets of people that were doing it. So it does, listen, it is what it is. I'm not really that bothered. I don't understand why though, to be quite honest with you, because I wasn't getting involved in any of the drama over there. I hadn't been involved in any of that drama over there for ages. I mean, I barely went live. When I say barely, I mean barely. Like, I could count on my hands the amount of times during the last few months that I actually even went live on that channel. So it doesn't really make any sense to me. So I have no idea. I have no idea why, because like I said, I wasn't really arguing with anybody. You know, normally when people report your channel, you have to be like actively arguing with somebody. But I haven't been arguing with anybody or involved in anything. I don't even know half the stuff that goes on there, on the internet. I know there's a load of, I do know there's a load of madness going on over there at the moment, but with all of the YouTube people, I thought all the crap with the Facebook people had all like pretty much died down. I thought it all filtered out. I know that Pete and them lot are all arguing with each other. But that's about as much as I know. I don't know all the ins and outs of anything that's gone on over there. So that's why I was a bit miffed, because I thought, oh, it's really weird. I haven't got involved in anything. I've not said anything. You know, you can understand if you're actively involved in a massive argument, but if you're not actively involved in a massive argument, it's a bit weird to get reported just randomly, just random reporting. I never got on with my mum, but since she had diabetes, my mum has health problems, but she can stick those. Have you been mass reported? Have you been mass reported as well, Nathan? Do you know what? I think loads of people are getting mass reported. I think there's loads of channels getting completely mass reported. So I don't know. I suppose the only way you can look at it is you have to look at which platforms are still up. That's the only way you've got to look at it, is which platforms are still up. And whosever platforms are still up, I can guarantee you that's where it will be coming from. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's possibly coming from the YouTube lot. It wouldn't surprise me one bit, but I still don't get it, because like I say, I could understand it. I mean, when you look at it, if what's his face's platforms are all still up, then I guess it's probably coming from them, isn't it? Yeah, we all know which companies do the reporting. Well, I don't know. I'm being serious. I have no idea who's been reported. To me, I couldn't care less, because I wasn't bothered about the channel, and I was never bothered about building a platform over there, you know, amongst that madness. I've always said that, haven't I? I've never been bothered by it all. So I'm not. I couldn't care less. For me, I just leaving a lot quicker and coming over here and doing something different. So makes no difference to me. But a lot of those lot, you know, like the YouTube lot, they've got bigger platforms, haven't they? So I guess if all of theirs are getting reported as well, they've got a lot more to lose. So I don't know. I can bet your life it's just pure jealousy. Oh, it's madness, isn't it? You're one of them. Don't act like you're mentally stable. You've done some mad things on. Oh, did Loxley lose his channels? Oh, did he? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. But this is what I mean. I don't even come on here. Like it's like, it's not that I don't come on. I like, if I'm in the car, if a live has come up, right, and I'm in the car or I'm not like over at my mum's or doing stuff, then I might tune in and listen to stuff. I've listened to some of the madness that's gone on over the YouTube side of stuff, like all that GC Frosty stuff. I've watched a bit of that over the last few days, but I don't really. I'm not interested in like all of them lot. Loxley, all of that. Okay, I'm not interested in any of them anymore. I lost interest in all of them lot months and months ago. So yeah, like I say, I have no idea why I'm being reported, but like I say, I couldn't give a crap anyway. It doesn't make a difference to me. I'm better off out of it over there anyway. Hi London girl, how are you? You good, darling? I think actually, yeah, he is using boss bitch. Oh, is that Kay's one? See, I don't know all this. I didn't know that. I had absolutely no idea that his channel got took down. But I mean, I don't care. I'm not going to sit down and say they care. I couldn't care less, to be honest with you. That's his problem. But I didn't even know that it was even gone. I don't even know what his frigging channel is. That's how much I don't watch him. Yeah, he's having a go. He's having to go on. Oh, well, there you go. The last I heard with all of those lot, all I know about all of those lot is they're all arguing with Pete. That's pretty much the last bit of. I like literally don't care. I'm not interested. I mean, the whole thing with Pete, the arguments with Pete. I mean, how long ago that was like Facebook stuff when Pete used to go live on Facebook and then everybody and he was calling us all names then. But I mean, that's got to be like, well, 2 years, 3 years. It's like 4 odd years ago, even more than that. Like, been there, done it, worn the t-shirt, can't be bothered, you know. And I'm not going to get involved with all that kind of stuff. Plus, they're all calling the police on each other, aren't they? That's one thing I have heard. Everybody's calling the police on each other over there. I'm not getting involved in all that stuff. It's been, I would say it's been 6, 7 months, 6, 7 months since I've, you know, been on live, sort of like going mad and doing all that madness that I used to do and arguing with people and all of that. It's got to be about 6, 7 months now since I've done all that. Might even be a bit more, because I stopped all that a long time ago. So yeah, I'm just not going to get myself involved in all of that. I've got too much. I've got too much going on in my real life with my mum, and you know, I'm more. My main focus is my mum and spending as much time with my mum as possible. So, you know, this kind of stuff is like secondary to me. I just really don't care. I don't care for it. I'm not interested in it. This is going to be fun though. This will be fun, and that's even if I can. You know, it's going to be very touch and go over the next 6, 7 months as to how much I can actually get done. Because, like I say, my mum's taking priority over everything at the moment. The internet is nothing to me. It means nothing to me, 2026 fresh new account name. Is this your name or mine? My one's, but yeah, positive vibes, smoke. That's exactly it. Positive vibes, just doing something a bit, I want to take it back to how we used to be on the banter groups, but just slightly different. I mean, we've got all the tools now for it. There's AI out there. We've got more tools now for it than we've got more tools, AI tools and all that kind of stuff to be able to do more stuff now than we ever did all those years ago when we was doing all the fun things. It's not difficult to do, more fun lives, more structured stuff, and even posting sort of like fun videos as well. But yeah, it's all gonna depend on on how much, because like I say, my mum's my main priority at the moment and nothing else. It sounds like Furballs got stuck in his throat. Sarah, are you aware Andy Beep Beep called you a rat? That trolls behind this. I'm not surprised. And he's saying some nasty things, but well, there you go. Feelings mutual, Smoke. The feeling is totally mutual with him. Yeah, we fell out, didn't we? Because he stabbed me in the back quite badly. So yeah, we haven't spoke for ages. Not since he literally ratted on the people that brought him over here, helped him initially build his group. He just ratted on everyone. So it's probably a bit of bitterness, I guess. I heard a rumor, I doubt it's true, but rumors is you have been trolling Lucy. Who's Lucy? Who's Lucy? Are you talking about BC's Lucy? No, I like Lucy. I like Lucy, if that's who you're talking about. The one that used to be the Earth Angel. Yeah, she's lovely. Ooh. No, she's lovely. Actually, funny enough, she posted something the other day. It was Heartless Crew. You can't see it now because it is on my old channel, but I posted a picture of me and Bushkin, um, uh, Watford, many moons ago. I think it was 2002 when they was doing all their tour sets and stuff. And yeah, I posted a picture of me and Bushkin. And then the other day, I think it must have come up on my feed because obviously it was about the Heartless Crew, and she'd put up Heartless Crew. So yeah, she's obviously a raver. She's obviously a little raver like me. But it sounds like you're doing a lot of stirring, Smoke Chili. Oh, this one said this one about you. Oh, that one said that one about you. They're a little bit of a stirrer. Smoke Chili 420. Isn't there another one that calls himself 420? Who's the one that calls himself 420? Isn't it the one that Tunes doesn't get on with? And she's another one I like, Sarah. She's lovely, Sarah. So I doubt that very much. Just playing Messenger Boy. Well, I doubt she would have said that because Sarah I speak to, that's Tyan's girlfriend. I actually speak to Sarah B, so I doubt she would have said that. Smoke chill. Big up Watford. I know. I tell you what, I could actually really do with not a night out in the sense of like going out all night and raving or anything like that, but just like a little couple of hours somewhere. That's what I could do with. That's what I feel like I really need, or like a holiday or something. I've never really been one for holidays anyway. I've never really been that bothered. When I was younger, yeah, not so much now, but I really feel like I could do with a holiday. And I'm getting sick of this weather. The weather's just awful. It's freezing and raining all the time. And uh, official was I speak to official as well. You sound so familiar. Smoke Chill 420. You sound really, really familiar. Why do we know each other? Not like in real life or anything, but have we bumped into each other before on here? I'd like to go back and see how much it's changed now. Yeah, I would do. It probably would be disappointing, London Girl. It probably wouldn't be the same. It would just be like possibly just making you aware that's I think I might know who you are. I think I knew. I kind of knew who you might well have been from what you were saying when you first came in. But I like your avatar and I like the name, so I've kept you here just literally because I love the avatar, and Smoke Chill 420 is actually a really good handle. That's a proper good handle, that. Nice and smooth in it. Smoke Chill 420. What is what some 420 is something that all the smokers talk about? Is that like a day where everybody smokes or something? I always hear people. No, what is it called? 420. What's that day where they always smoke? Oh, it's something like that. I'm not very good at that because I'm not a stoner anymore. You know, a long time ago, I haven't done that. Don't do drugs, kids. You need a break every now and again. You do. It is draining. Yeah, it is draining. Don't forget mine's been put to the back. Mine's totally been put to the back. My health. So I feel like I've aged like 10 years in the last 6 months. I really feel like I've aged badly. I'm Paddy Mac's distant cousin Barry. I have a feeling that I've definitely spoken to you before, for sure. Oh, oh, it's breaking news. Tribunal rules nurses and trans Ralph suffered harassment. Oh. I don't like switching on the news anymore because there's just so much madness going on in the world at the moment, isn't there? Like proper madness. Right, what's the time? I've got another 8 minutes and then I'm going to do the old Frank Leboeuf because I've done an hour. I'm going to have to do some of these, just keep doing these lives, little hour lives, little drop-ins, little hellos and that, like I say, to start building up the channel a bit. Start giving it a little bit of an algorithm. I like that coat though. That's a nice coat. I'm not sure about the fur bit on the corner, but I do like the coat. Right, I think I might rather than remain on 8 minutes and just I'm feeling a bit tired, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I could have a little bit of a nap. What's the time? I actually could get a nap in, It's 20 to 3. I could have a nice hour nap. That sounds good, doesn't it? Oh, do you know what? You're just totally and utterly a spoon stirrer. I don't want that person's name mentioned on here. I'm not interested. I've told everybody this. This is the last time I'm speaking about any of this, by the way. This is why I want to do more structured lives, because when you do structured lives, you can't get dragged in to the politics of all the stuff that's going on YouTube. It's much nicer not getting involved, believe me. I like being ignorant and not knowing. Hi, Taurus. Smoke chill. You're such a little How are you anyway, Taurus? Haven't seen you for a while, my darling. I hope you're keeping well. I'm just doing a few lives and yeah, and I'm going to get some more structured ones in soon. And then, like I say, we won't get dragged into talking about all the politics of everything that's going on the internet. So, right, everybody, I'm I'm off. I think we all know what you did, Sarah. You're such a stirrer. If you want to remain here, I guess I'm hoping that all you're going to be speaking about now is sports. All my merch, all my new merch. What do you think of that? We could always put a smoke chill on the back of the cap, couldn't we? We could personalize it for you. Smoke chill 420. I could put one of your little logos on there for you. You can go around and advertise the sports channel. I will be giving out freebies as well. We're going to have lots of freebies given out. That's going to be fun. Wait till the launch. I know you are. I know you are, Smoke Chill. Wait till the launch. The launch is going to be really good, but I can't launch it until we've got all the studio and everything sorted out with my lovely Blue Yeti. I've got a Blue Yeti going in there. It's going to be fantastic. I don't think I want to do all those silly lights, though. Everybody has those silly lights. You know, those like changing light things and all that. I think that's a bit old hat now. I'm thinking just nice, cool white strips along the top. And yeah, I'm looking at backdrops at the moment, so should be exciting. I need to get some signs made, some strong sports signs as well for the wall. That's going to be really good. Actually, I'm going to have a look at those tomorrow. You know, they do these like signs that you can, you know, you can have it done in your logo, and then like the signs go up on the wall. So it looks like one of those signs that you know when you go into an office block and they've got like those things. I want to get one of those, but with strong sports on it. Sounds exciting, doesn't it? The thrill. I want a free cap and mug. All the police are getting them. You're not having my mug. You're not having my pink mug. But yeah, I'm happy to send out free caps, free baseball caps. That's not a problem. Right, everybody. I'm going to do the Frank Leboeuf. I'm going to go and have a little bit of a rest because I've got a busy night tonight. Have a fantastic Friday, everybody, whatever you do. And if you're going to be drinking, then try not to drink too much. Just the one, maybe two, no more. Right. Hi, Kelly, darling. You missed it. You'll have to catch up on rewatch. You have to rewatch it. Right, everybody. Have a fantastic Friday. Take care, and I will see you on the flip side. Bye, everyone.